Yes.
All right. Let's do this.
This is Great House's gift we're unboxing.
Yeah, it's supposed to. I told him just to. I said I want a full review of all the Wrap Snacks he got sent. So I figured he'd just, text or email it to me. And instead, he's like, "Oh, I'm sending a whole package." I'm like, "What the fuck for?"
What does that mean?
Right? And then he said he was handwriting the fucking review. It's like, seriously, god damn, dude. It's like you and your fucking spreadsheets, maximum autism.
It better be fucking rolled up in a scroll, sealed with wax. Delivered by a
What
fucking
did you give us fucking snacks back?
person on horse. He's trying to return them.
That'd be fucking funny, actually. The hell? Middle Swarth?
What?
Middle Swarth. I guess it's a.
Oh, it's old-fashioned kettle chips, barbecue flavor. I'm gonna fuck these up.
Jalapeno.
And I'm gonna wait until we're on main feed to do it in Larry's ear. I love that even at the mere hint of that, he's like not listening to the episode, not doing it.
He's a particular boy.
Party style. Ripple. Nice.
Oh, that's what makes a party style, because this is just the regular flavor of barbecue chips. He gave us a box of these Middle Swarth potato chips.
Kitchen Fresh. Party style barbecue flavor and standard barbecue flavor. Ripple and non-ripple.
I think
and
this-
kettle.
I think this is just the basic bitch flavor.
Yep. No ifs, ands, or buts with
And
that.
another bag of jalapeno.
Okay.
Oh, this must be for me, obviously.
Jalapeno potato chips.
A Lime Rita Buzz Bomb.
Oh, great.
And what's this one? A Strawberry Rita.
Good.
Who's this Rita? All right. Here, you want to put those back in this box?
Sure, I'll do that way over here.
Holy shit.
Well, he sure did write it.
All right. All right, here we go. This is Stephen Greathouse's fucking review of this Wrap Snacks we sent to him.
Nice.
Hey, guys. Do you know what they call cheese in Paris? They call it fromage. It's like those French dudes have their own language. But orange, you glad I didn't say banana?
Nice.
The fuck is he talking about?
Should I keep up a live car crash count?
Yeah, keep doing it, because I'll motion to you when it's time.
Well, that was one for
Yeah.
sure.
You want to do it then? Make sure it still works?
Oh, that's why.
Fucking,
It was turned down.
my phony's on. By the way, this is 2 pages. 5, 6, 7, 8 paragraphs.
Single spaced.
Jesus Christ. Okay, where was I? All right. Now that I have your attention, I want you to imagine my surprise when I got a text notification from Federal Express informing me about a package I'd be receiving from Atlanta. I hadn't ordered anything, so was this Delta Airlines finally reuniting me with my bag they lost in 2017? Unfortunately, I'd find that not to be the case when a box measuring roughly 14 by 6 by 7 arrived at my front door. Also, calm down, FedEx driver. My dogs can't get you through the door. They aren't that big. Pay attention, right? You might want to just keep your fucking finger hovering above that button. You're going to get carpal tunnel, but, that's the business.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I did have some inkling that this package was courtesy of the podcast, as I had recently become a patron for $3 a month. Subtle flex, yeah, I got it like that, in parentheses, prompting Dennis, that's me, to ask for my address. Upon further examination, the box was relatively light in weight, so I knew the contents weren't anything from baddragon.com.
Okay.
What's baddragon.com?
I don't know.
What the fuck? I carefully opened the box to find that what had appeared to be 6 bags of chips. Removing the chips from the box, I was delighted to find that they were the infamous Wrap Snacks I've heard so much about in XXL magazine. All right, that's pretty good. Got to give him that one. Amongst the 6 bags were the 3 flavors Master P Ooey Wavy Honey Barbecue, Little Boosie's Ooey Wavy Louisiana Heat, and Little Dirk Ooey Wavy Buttermilk Ranch.
Oh.
I sample these chips in that exact order. The following is my final judgment.
Bad Dragon are like alien dick dildos and rubber pussies.
All right, that's
This
good.
is really funny.
All right, that was a good one too. All right, he's pulling himself out of this hole, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. He might fucking go right back into it. Oh, here we go. We're getting into a little history here.
Oh.
Growing up, my cousin JJ had a friend that he would.
Thank God.
Thank God that cousin JJ had a friend that he would call Master P because he was a pharmacist.
Okay.
So between 1992 and 1995, I just thought that's who Master P was. As it turns out, my cousin's friend wasn't the same Master P I had seen on MTV Raps. He also wasn't a pharmacist. He was just a dork from Berwick who worked at a CVS with a drug problem. The real Master P would go on to put out Make 'Em Say, in 1998, a certified banger. While the Berwick imposter would go on to serve only 3 to 5 on an armed robbery charge
Nice.
because he folded on some bitch shit. Much like the authentic Master P, these chips are not on some bitch shit or certified bangers. I had some serious reservations that they would just be a novelty with weak flavor and no crunch like Lay's. Thankfully, that was not the case. I prefer a wavy or a riffled chip, so that was a huge plus. So that was the Master P. What flavor?
Sweet honey barbecue or something.
Yeah, honey barbecue. All right.
I think it's a little one.
Okay. I must admit that I had never listened to Boosie before having his chips.
Oh, that's where he fucked up.
I learned about Boosie from that dude who dances to his song in all those fucking videos.
BOOSIEBADAZZ. That's me.
Wiping down. Trying to steal my underwear. I must admit that I had never listened to Boosie before having his chips. There really isn't much interesting to say. Boosie's music is mostly generic and very off of its time, mid-2000s rap.
Fine.
I don't know. I have a bad judge of rap music.
He's right.
I'm a Peckerwood. I could easily picture this dude opening for Currency with a $sign in there, or Wiz Khalifa.
Oh.
Much more interesting is the almost impressed number of times. He must have meant impressive. Is the almost impressive number of times this cat had publicly made homophobic or transphobic comments. What, a rapper?
You gotta
Get out of town.
You gotta be kidding.
You gotta be kidding me. Jesus Christ.
All the time, people are like, "Yo, Boosie keeps it real, though."
Next, you know, they'll say like an athlete said it too. Oh Christ.
What?
Boosie is probably more notable for his antics, having also once claimed to have paid a sex worker to perform oral on his son and a nephew who were 13 at the time.
That's wild.
That is fucking wild that the lady actually did it. I don't think even the most depraved hooker would have been like, yo, there's no hair on that thing. Get it the fuck away from me.
It better be a big ass payday.
Right?
Even sadder if it's not, though.
Or she had to be the most trifling looking broad, too. You probably didn't get him like a high class one.
No, what a nightmare
Yeah.
that would be.
To say Boosie is wildin' is an understatement, and it's a real shame his face is on such a good chip. Hot chips can be real hit or miss for me. Case in point, actually it's case in point, buddy. Case in point, Gibbles Red Hot Chips. In October of 2007, while attending a show at Audubon in Baltimore, Maryland, I caught a bad batch of Gibbles that literally had me crying. Lucky for me, not every experience in my life is the same. These chips lean in on the smoky, spicy flavor rather than a straight heat. All right. Lil Durk's music is for suburban white kids that say shit like, I think those were gunshots when they hear fireworks in rural Michigan. Lil Durk makes
This is great.
This is pretty good so far. Lil Durk makes music for girls that steal Percocet from their aunt on disability. Lil Durk's music sounds like you've heard it rumbling in the trunk of an early 2000s Acura Integra while parked at the local Target in Sterling, Virginia. Lil Durk makes music for people who asks for extra mayonnaise. Lil Durk's fans be thinking ketchup is spicy. Lil Durk's fans won't stop telling you that they weren't scared on the field trip to New York City. Lil Durk makes... When did this become a roast of Lil Durk?
This is good, though.
How do you know who the fuck Lil Durk is? Lil Durk makes music for dudes named Jordy and Skylar.
Wow. True.
Yo, off topic, but not off topic. Steve, you have a brother named Brock. Check yourself, dude. Lil Durk makes music. Go ahead. You want to give something to Brock? What's Brock getting, dude? Oh shit!
That's the gotcha.
Damn. Take that, Brock.
Mm-hmm.
You fucking Pokemon trainer. Ah, fuck.
Computer City dick.
I already said that one. Lil Durk makes music for people who genuinely believe hip hop has never been better. Lil Durk makes music for people that would want to eat a fucking ranch potato chip. Yo, what's grosser than gross? A pile of dead babies. What's grosser than that? There's one alive in the middle, and they must eat their way to freedom. I remember those jokes, the grosser than gross ones. What's grosser than gross?
I don't know that. I don't know any of
A
those.
garage
actually.
full of dead babies. What's grosser than that? Having to lift them out of there with a pitchfork.
Mm.
Yeah, those are fun. What's grosser than that? It goes back to the second helping. And what's grosser than that? Ranch chips. That all being said, I hadn't tried the chip
So
yet.
true.
These chips do not taste like ranch. They are just highly tangy, dust-covered affair. Seemingly a rare miss for the folks at Rap Snacks. I don't really see how this chip would satisfy the ranch crowd, and it certainly isn't drawing in anyone that doesn't like ranch. As a whole, Rap Snacks are a pretty dope product. And browsing their website, they appear to have some other flavors that sound really good.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely picked these up at Sheetz, Rudders, or Wawa for $3.79 a bag. Not sponsored. However, I'd really like to see some of my favorite artists represented in the product line.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be too much to ask for a fun third base, Heavy T and the Boys, or the Fat Boys inspired snacks? I mean, the Fat Boys is a little on the nose. Conclusions are hard, so in the box are some of my favorite local snacks and a few other goodies that I hope you guys will enjoy. The entire review is dedicated to NFL Hall of Fame running back Orenthal James Simpson, who was recently cut down in the prime of his life after a year-long battle with prostate cancer.
The juice is no longer loose.
In 1973, OJ, or the Juice as fans would come to know him, averaged an outstanding 6.0 yards per carry in a season that would also see him surpass Jim Brown as the lead single-season rushing leader. Those are just words to me. Throughout the course of his career, OJ would average 5.1 yards per carry, making him one of the league's most productive running backs of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Prior to his 11 years in the NFL, Simpson attended the University of Southern California for 2 years, where he competed as a sprinter in track and field before playing football.
Oh, I didn't know
Simpson's
that.
college football career would see him win a national championship in 1967 and a Heisman Trophy
He
in
got a Heisman,
1968.
yep. He had to give it back.
That's true. Off the field, Simpson would co-star in all three Naked Gun
Naked
films
Gun. Fuck
alongside comedian Leslie Nielsen. He wasn't a comedian; he was an actor.
He was a comedic actor,
Don't get
not a
twisted.
comedian.
Most will remember Simpson for his almost infectious smile and unyielding quest to find his late wife, Nicole Brown Simpson's killer. Orenthal James Simpson, July 9th, 1947 to April 10th, 2024.
Oh, he's
Gone
a
but
cancer.
not forgotten.
He's a cancer too.
And it ends with a nice little picture of OJ.
Yep.
Also, points for having pink copy paper.
Yeah, he clearly printed that at work for free.
Yeah.
Smart man. I like it.
The box reveals where he works too, by the way. Thank you, Steve.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking weirdo.
I'm so glad. Listen, like a little behind the curtain. We don't have a ton of patrons, but
What?
the ones we do fucking count.
Where's all this money coming from?
Bitcoin. I did really well on Ethereum.
So, as I said in the car ride over here, I haven't eaten for a few days,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been just miserable, as you've probably noticed.
What?
And I don't know about you, but when I get miserable, I get extremely silly. Like I'll go from miserable, like, and just horrendous to just like downright goofy, because it's like, how the fuck could it possibly get worse? So I might as well just be a silly goose.
Yeah, you've
Yeah,
all but given up on everything. It's really similar to having the sleepy ha-has.
it is. It is. You're just defeated in everything in life. So
Yeah,
it's
so
like, might
you
as
ha-
well.
Well, you have nothing to lose
Yeah.
at that point.
So you can just laugh at everything.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's freeing, really.
the other day, my dogs were just barking at nothing out the front door, as they do. And I was making myself laugh till I nearly threw up, because I just came to think how funny it would be if I went over to them by the front door, spread my butt cheeks, and just started spraying turds on them. It's not that funny, and it's just like stupid, but I couldn't breathe. I was laughing so fucking hard at it. Like, you would have thought I went up like 6 flights of stairs. I was breathing so heavy, just laughing at it. Just like the look of confusion in their face and stuff like that would just been great. Why are you looking at me like that, Elliot? I didn't really do it.
Yo, fuck you, birthday boy. Sit down.
I didn't really do it, dude. Stop judging me with your eyes.
He, I was in.
Speaking of Elliot, I was pooping on him the other day.
I was in a weakened state one time because I was really tired.
Aw.
Speaking of laughing at your dog and
Yeah.
I was laughing so hard at him that I was like doubled over. Actually, doubled over. I could have like passed out. I was in the shower, and
Yeah, were you, was it hot?
it was hot enough to fog up the mirrors
Oh. All right.
and the glass.
What were you doing at this point? Were you just lathering up, or were you rinsing off at this point?
I think it was pre-lather,
Oh.
so it's the real. Like I'm not quite comfortable yet,
Yeah.
but it's still really warm and like
Yeah.
it's starting to wash over me.
Yeah, you're waiting for all the fucking warmth to come through your whole body and not
Yeah.
just where the water's hitting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want it to really soak through my pores and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I can feel it all the way down.
Mm-hmm.
What I was thinking about, I didn't hear. I was thinking about a song. Oh, we talked about this on a Patreon before. Or I played it on a Patreon before. It's the song that goes, "Be all one, don't know why now." Like, it's called "Beady Body Bitty Boo," and I was simply thinking about that song and how goofy it is.
Yeah.
So I started laughing, but I was laughing to the point that I was hitting the wall in the shower.
Right.
And
Start barking.
Elliot was outside the bathroom, didn't know what that was, so he starts barking.
Aw.
And because he couldn't see or hear where the sound, or he could hear but not see where the sound was coming from, he started barking louder and louder. And I started laughing harder and harder. And then at one point I was doubled over and I was kicking my foot on the bathroom floor because I was laughing so hard, and he's barking even louder.
Poor feller.
He was so distressed, and I was nearly I was in tears, but I was being showered upon, so it didn't make a difference.
Jesus.
That was a funny fucking day.
I brought it up in this podcast too about the time that that song
Good boy.
Isn't She Lovely?
Yeah,
I was just in my kitchen making a sandwich singing Isn't He
isn't
Hungry?
he hungry?
And it stuck with me for like about a week and a half after. I
Gotta-
still think about it on occasion.
you could sing it right now, really.
If that song were to come on, say 20 years from now, if I'm not dead by then, I will probably still start laughing at it for no fucking reason.
Well, there is a
Other
reason.
than that time that I was making a sandwich. I can even remember the sandwich.
Damn.
Yeah.
Of all things to forget, you forget the sandwich itself. Man,
As long as I don't forget the song, though.
age is a real bitch, huh?
No, I remember the sandwich.
I thought you said you didn't.
No, I said I even remember the sandwich.
Oh, even okay.
Yeah.
What was it?
Tavern ham, baby Swiss, Dijon mustard, tomato, and light red onion on an onion roll.
Mm-hmm.
I was really proud of myself.
Fucking sweet. That's a home sandwich.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah. That's good shit.
Damn. What the fuck? I had something else I'd written down. I don't know why I wrote this down, but it just says funniest job for racists. Like, what would be a funny job to see someone extremely racist do?
8th grade teacher.
I think it would have to be something service industry. Don't you think?
Checkers employee.
Here's one. A professional sculptor. Think about it. Someone commissions you, like, say you're like someplace where like civil rights was like the center point of like in civil rights, like Mississippi,
Alabama.
or
Birmingham.
or Atlanta, places like that, right? And someone could like commission somebody
Memphis.
to like, I don't know, do a statue of like Harriet Tubman or whoever, right? And you just somehow, for some fluke, hire the most racist sculptor ever. It would just be funny to have like him like show like the first like draft to the local like town board and have to be like, why is the entire statue bronze, but the lips are bright red? And just something like that. And I was just thinking about like what would be like other funny jobs for any kind of racism, not just against black people, but from against any type of race. like if a great one would be, speaking of sculptors, if you really hated the Greeks
Mm-hmm.
around the time of like ancient Greece, but somehow they commissioned you to do all those marble statues of them.
It was the Romans too.
And like maybe that's why all the Greek statues have tiny little wieners, even though we know the Greeks aren't that small.
Or they're covered by the maple leaf.
Yeah. It's like, yo, this guy, he don't even fucking have a dick. He's got a tree dick. It's got a fucking leaf on it. I don't know. Yeah, it was just fucking cracking me the fuck up. Like, what would be a great...
Marble is what is that, alabaster white?
Yeah, mostly.
I can't make this olive color.
Yeah. Like, why does he keep like putting olive oil on it? It's like to make them so it's greasy, like they really are. It's like he even chiseled in back hair. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? It was just fucking cracking me the hell up. Like, you know, like they're like fucking carving, like, you know, like those they used to have like wooden Indians / Native Americans for like in tobacco stores.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you carved one of those, but for some reason it had 2 liquor bottles, like one in each hand, or like a fucking like a scratcher ticket in its back pocket, or just something like that. Oh, it should be funny. Like, what jobs you can give a racist? I think sculptor would be a funny one.
Sculptor's good. It's tough to beat sculptor.
Because it's not like a painting. You can be a racist painter, right? Your shit just won't get hung in a fucking museum. No big deal. Sculptor, you're only being commissioned to do shit. So there's some shit like you can do like a completely like overly exaggerated racial stereotype statue, but like the place you did it for is still like, well, we spent all the fucking monthly money on this. We can't like, you know, come out there with nothing.
It took 2 months of approvals to
Yeah,
get here.
exactly. So they got to put it up.
They zoned it.
Meanwhile, the fucking shifty dude that just sculpted is like, ha, take that, you fucking Laotians or whatever he's mad at that week. I don't know. I thought it was funny. I guess it's not that funny.
I think it's funny.
Yeah. Other people won't. But I'm trying to think what other be a great. Because, like, there's already, like, you said, like, even like I said, service industry, there already is racists working in the service industry.
Oh, so many.
It's like saying, oh, I want a racist, like, tradesman. Like, yeah, that's all tradesmen anyway.
Pause real quick. At class yesterday, I heard one of our teachers was like, I think we're going to move to Indiana. And that prompted the other teacher to be like, why you want to do that? And he goes, because Indiana is the first state that's no longer recognizing pronouns.
Oh, Christ.
And it took me pausing and just shaking my head to be like, you know, that will never ever affect you actually, right?
My dad's mad about that shit too. I'm like, dude, you're fucking almost 80. You never leave your house.
Yeah.
Why are you worried about this?
Like, you're a rebar foreman. You go to work and you go home. You probably go to the grocery store. That's probably most of your life. I don't think you'll ever meet somebody with pronouns
Yeah.
outwardly.
Probably not.
Let alone, like, it's unlikely.
Well, most of those dudes are also not going out and like going to different countries or different cities and, you know, diving into the culture or anything like that.
No.
They're hanging out with dudes that have the same job as them, going to the same restaurants, bars, or whatever, week in, week out. It's like, you're never going to fucking encounter this shit. Why are you so fucking worried about it? It's like, you tell me, my dad's like, you want me to tell someone that they're a woman when they're not a woman? Who's going to fucking ask you to do that, Dad? Who's going to ask you to do that? And I have one cousin that's transition from female to male, right?
So they did the right thing.
Yeah, and they're also an Episcopal priest. But here's the thing.
Interesting.
They moved to Georgia like 20 years ago she's now he's currently a man.
Guy, yeah.
Well, it didn't start, his origin story isn't that. But they moved there like 20 years ago. Well, here's the thing. He is only about 27, 28. So you're never going to see this person again.
No,
They
I don't think so.
they never come back this way ever. It's like, so what? That's always this thing like, well, what about? And he won't call him by his dude name. Calls her by the girl name, which was Emily. He's like, well, she's always gonna be Emily to me. I'm like, oh, I'm sure that's really keeping her up at night or him up at night. You know what I mean? It's like, fucking buzz off, dude. Like, you're never gonna. This girl doesn't come up, or guy doesn't come up to Delaware ever.
What are you holding on to?
There's no connection in Delaware for him anymore. So you're not gonna if they ever decide to come back, you'll probably be dead. It might even be your fucking funeral.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, so shut the fuck up.
What the fuck are you holding on to so bad?
Why are you so angry at shit that's never going to affect you? He's mad at electric cars.
I love that one.
And it's like, granted, he worked 35 years General Motors. All right. But I'm like, look, General Motors went out of business in Delaware before electric cars came along. So they were never going to shut that plant down.
That plant shut down in the aughts.
Yeah. It's like, you were long since fucking retired when it did shut down. It's like, and you're like, well, what are they going to do when one of those things goes into a fucking big puddle? I was like, you don't think they fucking thought of that, you fucking jerk off? You know, like, what do you think? It's just an exposed D-cell battery down there? Like, fucking grow up.
It just seizes up.
I was like, God damn, dude.
Oh, guess they got us.
Oh. We didn't think of that. You know, blub, blub, blub. Like, bzz, bzz, bzz. No, my car doesn't work.
Damn.
What are you going to have, like, these charging stations at every gas station? I was like, yeah, probably.
They're getting there.
Probably it's going how it's going to work, you know, because,
Eventually.
you know, when cars didn't run on gasoline, you know, and then they started putting gas pumps at gas stations. Yeah, it's probably just going to change to electric. That's how progress works.
Or they changed the entire country from leaded to unleaded.
Yeah, it's like, that's just how progress works. Like, do you want them to stay in fossil fuels forever because you don't understand it?
He would say, yeah.
It's like, fucking shut up, dude. Ugh. And here's the thing, it's like, even like all these like car companies, they're still making cars.
And people are still buying them too.
Yeah.
They're not going away.
Well, if it goes from gas to electric, all that's going to mean is they're going to build the car differently.
A little bit.
That's it.
There'll be different interior components and parts.
Like the people that are starting in the car industry now, they'll have to do some different training later on down the line. Boo-hoo.
Or they already started.
Yeah, so it's like, shut the fuck up. Like, god damn, dude. I can't believe this dude used to be a fucking hippie.
What a belly aching fool.
This dude went to fucking Woodstock.
Weird flex, but
Right?
okay.
It's like this dude was a fucking, oh god damn it, dude. Fucking nerds, dude.
What happened?
It's like, it's like, it's certain people, like, when they bitch about shit like pronouns, transsexual stuff and whatever, some people, I think it's okay for them to bitch about it. Like, if it's like affecting like their child or something like that, and they might be concerned about them and their health and safety down the line or stuff like that. Okay, you can be concerned. Valid, right? You're going to be fine, but still valid for you to talk about it. But if you're a person where this is never, ever going to affect you in any way whatsoever, why are you getting upset about it?
This generation, that generation got sold
Babies.
the idea of the American dream by their parents because they were creating this idyllic civilization in this country. They were handed the American dream on a silver fucking platter.
Yeah, which was actually nothing because his parents died with nothing. He's going to die with nothing. It's like, so, I don't know. He's like, oh, this fucking world's in chaos. I'm like, this world's always been in chaos, you dickhead.
It's just been more noticeable or different.
Yeah, it's just a different type.
types.
It's just a different flavor of chaos every generation.
Yeah, I'm sorry that you guys were able to win a house at a fucking county fair.
Trade 2 pigs for a fucking split level.
Jesus, man.
It's just, God, the shit they complain about.
They buy their houses with a fucking with the price of a pack of gum and a firm handshake.
Yeah. God damn it, dude.
And then the funny thing about that,
and then they look at you like you're crazy when you're not fucking freaking out about it too.
well, real quick, one thing that they really do is, then what are you spending? You can't afford to live anywhere. What are you spending your money on? Everything, all the time.
Yeah.
The price of groceries has gone up 50% in 4 years.
I don't understand people of any age, like, okay, over 20, that don't understand inflation and how it works. Like, even people like under 20, it's like, hey, you know how when you were like 6 and you would go to the store and get a candy bar, it was like 60 cents? Yes. Okay. Now you know how those candy bars are about like $1.99 or so? Yeah.
Exactly.
Inflation. There you go. The prices change in time. And any fucking simpleton can fucking understand it. Yet people of our parents' generation are still like, gas is fucking this. It's like, all right.
Gas has actually kind of been a steady constant for the
Okay,
last
maybe that was a bad
couple
example.
years. In fact, what's really fucked up is like during the Bush administration, gas was higher then than it is
Yeah.
now.
But, you know, they loved him.
It was in the fucking $4 back then,
But it's
fours and up.
Everything's price is going to go up. That's just how it fucking works. It's like,
And
Ugh.
federal minimum wage is $15 or whatever. In most places, but that does not mean that everybody is making much. Like the people who've worked there longer with tenure aren't getting raises because of that.
yep.
Their wages are staying the exact same.
And no one's like, at least your generation got to retire. I'll never be able to retire. You'll probably never be able to retire
Unless I get really goddamn lucky.
or really fucking hurt,
Or
you know? So it's like, and they're like, and they talk about our generations like they're soft. I'm like,
soft, lazy,
yeah,
don't want to go to work.
yeah, because we know that we're going to be doing that shit until we drop dead at the job. So, yeah, we're probably not enthusiastic about going to it.
No.
We have no retirement to look forward to.
We have no retirement to look forward to. We realistically don't have raises to look forward to, despite everything else raising around us.
And if we can retire, we're going to retire and be so broke we can't fucking do anything except for cover the bills.
And go back to work.
Yes.
Doing
or
something.
have to get like a part-time job. It's not like we can like retire, then like, you know, go on all these trips to different places.
Oh, guess I'll live out my days in paradise.
Yeah.
It's never going to happen.
It's like, fuck that.
And it's like, God forbid we find more efficient ways to do things. Like maybe we don't go to offices for meetings and we can do it from home on our computers where we don't have to drive.
Maybe we don't drill into the heart of the earth and take all the oil out and cause horrible emissions. You know, maybe we don't want to give the next generation cancers. You know? Jesus Christ. That's why none of you fuckers had to work in coal mines, because they knew it was going to give you cancer and shit and fuck up the environment.
No, because it happened to your parents.
Yes, exactly.
And look what happened to them. Look
That's-
when they died.
That's why Nana and Grampies have the fucking drop dead at 45 looking like they're 92.
Exactly.
It's like,
I was about to say that.
dude, I thought my grandpa was 100 and plus years old when he died. You know how old he was when he died?
60.
67. That motherfucker looks like today's 103-year-old. Granted, he had like 7 children and a wife who didn't work, who was a fucking piece of shit, loudmouth Irish cunt, but Pop had a fucking rough living to go. And you know what he never did, though? I will give him this. You know what he never did?
Complain.
Never complained. As long as he got to watch football on Sundays and eat breakfast meats every morning, never bitched.
Nah, he just shouldered it
He did.
for the fam.
I miss that guy. He was a good guy.
God, what was I saying? I was on a roll for a second.
Talking about what our generations are getting,
Oh,
having to deal with that they didn't have to deal with in theirs.
we get called lazy and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't want to spend an hour and a half every single day going to this place.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that our entire job and career, a lot of people's, takes place on a computer,
Yes.
on the internet or through email, which can be done everywhere.
Or like when they bitch that, like, you know, people afraid to get their fucking hands dirty. It's like, no, they use their brains so they can do jobs more efficiently, so no one has to get their hands dirty. It's like, shut the fuck up.
And there's no shortage of people who are still doing trades.
Yeah.
Trades haven't grown exponentially. They should, but
Yeah.
they probably aren't going to because number one, also the population is going to go down very soon.
And also, like, machines and stuff are going to get better and better. meaning all we really need is someone to man the machines. So, and I know they say, oh, well, that means none of the tradesmen will have their jobs.
Not
Nope,
exactly.
not exactly. Also, it also means that the people that would have been doing back-breaking work, like labor jobs, hey, now they won't have as much wear and tear on their body. They'll be doing something different, working smarter instead of harder.
They won't be breaking their back.
Yeah, they're working smarter and harder instead of harder, and getting the job done. That's called, what's it called? That's a P word. Fucking progress, you old fucks. It's like, God damn it, dude.
I was gonna say efficiency too.
Yeah, it's like, ugh. What a bunch of fucking whiners, dude. Has either of your parents gotten to the stage of, well, I guess, I'm old and no one cares about me, man, anymore. I guess I'll just go off and die. Oh,
No,
Christ.
thank God, not yet, because both of my parents are still busy working because they can't retire.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
My dad has accepted the fact that he's gonna die on the job. He turns 70 in 2 weeks.
It's a badass job to drop dead that, though.
Yeah. Handing a guitar off on stage or
Yeah.
like on a plane or some shit.
I hope, like, while he's doing it, though, like, he knows it's coming, and he's just like, fuck you, kicks the guy out of the way and just starts wailing on the guitar as he goes. That'd be sick.
That'd be hard.
That'd be fucking sick as shit, dude.
Fuck off, Simon.
He just boots him in his ass, and it's like, like, oh shit, go.
Go, Tommy. Go.
And he just fucking drops dead with the fucking horns in the air, flicks those last dying breath, he flicks the pick into the crowd and nails some little kid in the eye. It's a fucking hero's journey when you think about it. Yeah.
That's the legacy he should leave behind.
Every day when I hear such stellar conversation as, the dog was laying in the grass out front across the street. And I'm just like, oh, well, I'm sorry. I'm so boring. I'll just go off and kill myself. I'm like, oh, Christ, please do. It's like,
Please don't threaten me with good news.
it's like, yeah, please don't threaten me with the next few thousand years of just pure silence when I get home from work. Oh, Christ. I love the woman, but Jesus Christ. Every time you walk in the door, here's who died. Here's what you've done wrong in life. Here's what your sister's done right in life. Oh, God damn, dude.
Just go back to ignoring me like when I was little.
Seriously. I'll take that any fucking day. God damn it. We took her out Monday for Mother's Day. And
How'd that go?
we went to Phoebe's
Mm-hmm.
over in what was that, Lancaster Pike?
Mm-hmm.
Um
West Side.
I'm not a seafood guy, but that's her spot.
Not me. I see food and I eat it.
There you go. But so I'm like, all right, I don't really have the money to do this, but it's Mother's Day, I got to do it. Everything on the menu was listed as MP, market price, which means price changes all the time.
Mm-hmm.
3 people. How much do you think I walked out of there with? How much
The
that
bill?
was? Yeah.
$150.
Up
Wow.
$192.
So including drinks, tip, probably an app or two.
1 app.
Just one for the table.
Tuna tartare. Nope, just for my sister.
Oh. Yeah, that's a lot of fucking
Yeah.
money. That's over. Yeah, it's like what is that? $65 a person.
Yeah.
About.
I mean, granted, I don't know. I don't even remember how much my actual meal was. I had the filet
What fillet?
steak.
Oh, okay, filet mignon.
Yeah,
or some shit.
it was another one of those market price things. So I was like, Jesus Christ,
Was it worth it?
it was pretty fucking good.
Okay, well,
They had like a gorgonzola butter on it. On the top of
Ooh.
it. Oh God, it was fucking good.
I like that.
It was cooked perfectly. Yeah, no
It
complaints.
better be.
No complaints at all. But God damn it, dude. It was like I barely had that much money in my fucking checking account to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was looking at it like, shit. I was like,
This is
I
hurting.
told him I was pulling up the tip calculator, but I was actually pulling up the mobile banking app to be like, do I have this without overdrawing? And like I said, it was like 192 or something like that. I had like 210. I was like, jeez, thank God. But it's like fucking A, dude.
I was. My dad had a gig last Friday, and
Where at?
at the Six Paupers
Mm,
in Hockessin.
yeah.
And
Can leave the
They
place
have-
still around.
I have driven by it a bajillion times, but I was looking at the menu because I got there after their set was over and the kitchen was closing, but the menu looked pretty good. Like it has some solid food in there, like good sandwiches, burgers, and it had like
I haven't been in like probably 15, 20 years.
I've never been in there once.
It's
But-
kind of just like bougie bar food.
Yeah, it's exactly that. But they have like a shrimp here and a shrimp thing here and there, like quesadillas there.
Mm.
They have a fillet also, and the fillet was like 6 ounces, right? And it was $36.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, that's not that much for a real if it's a really good fillet, that's not a lot. And their sandwiches, if I'm imagining what I think they look like, it better be a big fucking sandwich. Because
No, in that place it's not.
maybe not, but I would like it to be. But I was discussing these things with my mom, and I was like, the sandwich prices actually aren't that bad. Sandwiches were like $16 for like a full if it's a full size like bougie bar food sandwich
Yeah.
with fries with a pickle spear. That's worth $16 to me now. And she was
Now if you
like,
get that with like a bag of chips and a toothpick through the top of it, you're like, maybe not.
yeah, not so much. But my mom was like, no, sandwiches should be $8, $10. I was like, $8? I haven't paid $8 for a sandwich from McDonald's, let alone from a fucking
You
restaurant.
can't go to like a corner delicatessen and get a fucking turkey and cheese for $8.
No.
And that's just turkey, American, and a shit ton of mayo on white. You're
You
still paying $8 at least.
you could probably including all the lunch meats, all the toppings, you could probably pay $25 for all the ingredients of those sandwiches at the
Mhm.
grocery store and make 6 of them, I guess.
Yes.
If you really wanted to, but are you going to make 6 of the same sandwich? I don't think.
I do.
If it's a good enough sandwich, I might do
Yeah.
that, but if I'm in the mood for a sandwich, I want a single sandwich. I don't
Yeah.
want 10 of them.
Well, I don't eat 10 at once. I'll
Well, obviously
once
not.
A week, yeah. I brown bag at the work every day.
Yeah, I love
I'm on a budget.
having my shit ready to go too.
Yeah.
I have 6 chicken breasts in a plastic marinating in a plastic bag right now.
And what, Italian dressing?
Exactly, an
Mhm.
Italian dressing. I've been in there for 2 days now.
Too long.
It's gonna be great.
Too long. It's not going to taste like chicken. It's just going to taste like Italian dressing.
Fuck yeah.
Like, doesn't your mother, like, buy groceries?
Yeah,
Then so she doesn't understand, like, how much things cost now?
she must, because when she buys groceries, she still goes to the grocery store for herself like once every 2 weeks. And
Yeah, I go every 2 weeks, too.
and she'll make a day of it, either on a weekend or like a Monday or Tuesday, and she'll hit 3 stores because she strategically picks what stores to get what from where at, like BJ's, Acme, and maybe like a farmer's market or something for eggs and shit. She's smart.
I was going to say shit, but then I realized I do it, too.
It is the best way to do stuff.
Simple grocery shit, I go to Acme.
It's there, sure.
Meat, and lunch meat and stuff like that, Bichetti Brothers. Produce, Marini's up in town.
Okay.
But if I don't feel like going to Marini's, I'll just get whatever's at Acme. I don't give a I'm really not that super picky about shit, but
If they have it, I'll get steaks from Aldi because they have my favorite cut of steak in 2 packs for like $16.99, which is a great price.
I'm anal about meat quality and shit like that, so I only go to like butcher shop type place. That's the one thing where I get
You get railed price wise.
it's not great prices, but it's good quality.
Well, the 2 packs that I buy
Yeah.
are grass fed, and like from any grocery store that I've ever
I've
bought,
never had it from Aldi, so I don't know what they get.
from any grocery store, Wegmans, Acme, ShopRite, Giant, Food Lion, and above, any grocery store I can buy and reach on the shelf and grab, they're the best steaks I've bought from a grocery store.
As a person who's used to be in the trenches of grocery store meat cutting and stuff like that, I know who gets good shit and who gets bad shit. Honestly, ShopRite gets good meat. They get good stuff.
It's got to be better than Acme because that Lancaster Farms bullshit.
Yo, it stinks. I don't get meat from Acme at all.
I won't.
Only thing I'll get from Acme occasionally is chicken. That's just because it's fucking Tyson or fucking
Purdue.
Like, who gives a fuck?
I might get Purdue ground chicken from Acme if I'm desperate or if I'm already there. For things like those steaks and a couple produce items, I might and rice, I'll go to Aldi. But other things, I'll just go to Wegmans because it's cheaper than fucking Acme.
I like Acme. I don't give a fuck.
I will use it because it's right next to my gym, and sometimes I don't feel like making the drive. But I would rather go to Wegmans late at night when no one's there.
Also, I don't go to ShopRite because they fired me.
Yeah, so
there's
spite.
It's not even spite. It's the fact that I know everybody that works in there, and I don't know. Getting fired that one time was fucking embarrassing. So I don't want to go. I don't want to show my face in there again.
I mean, fair.
So even though I know, like, these are a bunch of people that worked in the fucking supermarket their entire lives, but then I'm thinking, like, you're still not better than them because A, you got fired, and B, you were doing it too. So shut up, fatty. You know, but yeah, so I don't go to ShopRite.
I wonder if they'd even remember you.
Oh, yeah. I still hear from some of them. I had all those, because I was a youngster when I started there, right? All the older ladies fucking love me, and all the ones that are still alive, they still keep in contact with me.
No.
Call me on my birthday, send me emails and shit. You know, it's like, aw.
My.
They're sweet. They're just sweet old ladies and
Mr.
shit.
Popular.
Yeah. And when I was cutting up deer during hunting season, one of the guys a guy I worked for was the guy who still worked at ShopRite because that's how I had met him. But after that place got raided for coke, I had to get the fuck out of that place. Jobs are gay. But yeah, one thing I don't fucking skimp on is when it comes to quality of meat.
I'd rather pay more for good stuff.
For good quality.
I don't care. Like, money is no object, sort of, with food and, like, toilet paper.
Toilet paper, you never skimp on that.
Like, even if I make less, even if I'm making less than I do right now on unemployment, I will still not skimp on toilet paper or my food.
Also, any personal hygiene products I don't skimp on money-wise.
Toothpaste,
deodorant, none of that. I don't skimp.
Granted,
the shit I do wear deodorant-wise is cheap, so I just got lucky. But yeah, because you go super cheap on that, it's like you're just rubbing your armpits with like straight up alcohol. It's like, fuck that, dude.
Ugh.
I'm not trying to smell like a wino the rest of the day. I'd
also
rather smell like sweat.
I'm also not trying to break out.
Yeah. Get enough aluminum in my pits that I don't have fucking sweat ever again. Actually, that's sick. I'd rub my whole body down with aluminum to stop from sweating ever.
Yeah, that sounds fine to
That'd
me.
be sick. I don't give a fuck if it kills me.
I hate sweating.
It's the worst.
Especially armpit sweat. It makes shirts uncomfortable and shit.
For me, the ball area between the leg sweat.
That's second place.
Because then you get chub rub. You probably don't get that as a skinny man, but
Nah, I get it on my thighs. I got big thighs.
so it looks like the inside of your thighs have Swedish fish on them. It's like, ugh.
I got it real bad last week because I rode my bike for 25 miles.
My bike.
My fucking thighs were killing me for a couple days.
I told you I started doing that, right?
What?
The exercise bike.
Oh, yeah, I think you mentioned that.
Fuck me. 20 minutes.
That's a good
And
amount.
then I'm ready to fucking die.
Does it clock miles or just straight time?
I don't use any of the
Analytics?
gadgets because I don't really know what I'm looking at. I don't know what's good. I don't know what's bad as far as speed, time, or anything like that. I just figure
It doesn't really matter.
as long as I'm active and doing it, it's something. As long as I'm building up an elevated heart rate, fine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You elevate the heart rate for a consistent amount of time, too.
Yeah, like 20 minutes.
20 minutes
I'm
is
just
good.
like, fuck, but dude, but then the rest of the day, I'm fucking done. I can't do shit. My legs are cramping up. It's like, god damn it.
Yeah, you got no stamina yet.
At all. Zero fucking endurance.
It'll come after like 6 months. You won't even feel it anymore.
When I had dropped down to I was at 330 a couple years ago. My endurance was pretty good. And then now it's just completely fucking gone. I'm under 400 finally.
There you go.
I mean, nah, calm down. It's 397. But
Hey, that's cool.
but
Still under though.
but it's still like, and I do more, but my fucking endurance and stamina is just non-existent.
Well, that shit doesn't come overnight.
Yeah.
It takes it. In fact, it takes so much time that by the time you get it, you won't realize it.
And it sucks is like, if I would do it first thing in the morning, and then the rest of the day I wouldn't be able to work for shit. But if I did it at night, as soon as I would finish, I'd
You
go
go right to
shower
sleep.
and go to sleep.
That's good shit.
But then I would start cramping up,
That'll go away.
like
though.
my thighs and my haunches, like right above my butt, like would just start cramping like a motherfucker. So
How's your potassium intake?
I have no fucking clue.
You should have a banana a couple times a week.
Every time I get bananas, I eat 2, and then the rest just go bad instantly.
Well,
They do not fucking age well.
just break them off the fucking thing and buy 3.
Up until
That's what I do.
this recent fast I'm on, I was doing a boost in the morning. One of those boost things.
Was it like mixing the water or
It's
something?
like a protein shake. It's in a little tiny little plastic thing. Yeah. But it tastes like shit, but whatever. It kind of does give you a boost, but
Boost.
but it's like, if I were to eat first thing in the morning, I would instantly want to go take a nap.
I hate eating in the morning.
Yeah, I don't fucking. It just makes me worthless. That's why normally if it was up to me, I'd skip lunch too, because it's the same thing. As soon as I eat lunch,
I did it today.
I might as well be done for the day.
I didn't have a bite until 4 o'clock today.
Like, I might as well just stop working, because you're not going to get anything worthwhile out of me.
Like it was 10 of 4. Yeah, something like that. I didn't have a bite to eat today until then.
So for like the past year, I've just been eating at night, which is bad too. Because
It's the bad time. Fucking
Yeah.
gay.
So I was like, all right, well, I'm going to stop eating by 6 o'clock in the evening. Right? Because, the later you eat, the worse it is. Thing is, I wouldn't get home from work till like
Fucking
4:30.
hate science.
Like 4:30 till 5 o'clock. And then so what, you got an hour window? And then the thing is like,
23-hour fast.
you haven't eaten at all. But I still drink coffee, and this shit kind of does work as like a,
It's a diuretic.
what do you call it?
The diuretic.
Like a substitute for a meal sometimes. Like I can drink an iced coffee and be fine as far as eating. But yeah, so then I'm like stuffing my fucking face for an hour at night. Horrible portion control. So then I'm just going to sleep on it, so I'm not burning any of it off.
So hungry though. If it was fucking possible, I would.
The first day of the fast was brutal. Today, fine, other than just my attitude and mental health is just piss fucking poor.
They say that. They say once you get over the first
Yeah.
day, it's easier.
Yeah. You don't know, as far as like being hungry, but you start noticing like you're just fucking agitated, you're short with everybody. You don't sleep as well.
I've heard such mixed things. I just don't know until I try it, or if I want.
I think it's as different as if you're a fat fuck or a smaller person too.
And like, and you won't realize like when time passes and you're not getting sore and crampy anymore. Like when you build up that endurance, it's just there after time.
Yeah.
Like I started lifting weights, I think in like 2018 or something, and I still in my head I feel like I look like the same way I did back then because all I am is myself. I don't see the gradual change. I see me every day.
Every time I would go on either a gain or a loss of weight, I wouldn't see it in myself. It would have to be people where they pointed it out to me.
Or if I see photos of myself, I'm like,
Oh, yeah, good point there.
Holy shit, I am big as fuck now. What happened?
I posted that video on Instagram a couple days ago, and it was taken from one of the This Is Hardcore Fests of me spraying Gold Bond on Tingle's
And Tingle's balls, yeah.
And I was fat as fuck in that video, but I looked good. Like, I was probably, I'd say, like 70 pounds lighter than what I am now.
Really?
Yeah.
It didn't look like it.
Thank you. That was very reassuring. Thank you, Thomas. But, yeah, I was thin back then. Thinner than what I am now.
That's weird. You must...
That was right after I had gastric bypass surgery.
Ah. You were carrying it different.
Yeah. Ugh.
I thought you looked better now.
Well, better now than I have in the past couple months, but That's also because I shaved finally.
Again?
No, just
No,
once.
just the one
I shave
time.
once a year. I shave once a year, except I occasionally go back and clean this area right here because it's irritating. I hate shaving.
I fucking hate shaving.
I cover up how fucking gross and fat my neck is with a beard,
It doesn't do much.
and I just grow my hair long because it irritates everybody around me, and I fucking love it. I love having Christopher Lloyd from Back to the Future hair.
I don't know.
Fun.
Well, man, it's because I'm not around you every day, but I don't know anybody who gets annoyed at your hair.
My mother, my sister, my boss.
The 3 people who see you most.
Yes.
Nah, we'll fuck them then.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to. I'm related to 2 of them. I mean, Kev would get it, I guess. He's kind of cute. He's got a big head, but he's cute. You know what I mean? I wouldn't kick him out of the bed for eating crackers. Am I right?
Yeah. Just don't get crumbs in the bed.
Speaking of fucking fasting, I hadn't eaten before I went to dinner the other night with my mom, and I had 2 Miller Lights with dinner. I was fucking goofy.
Were you? Yeah.
I wasn't drunk, but I was just like, yeah, like happy. I was just like, oh damn, this normally doesn't happen until after number 6.
You were full on tipped.
This is
Tipsy tipped.
because I drank both those before the food came out. As soon as I put food on top of it, back to normal.
Ah,
Jesus Christ.
that empty stomach drunk.
Yeah. That was a good fucking steak though.
Damn, I bet if you had that twisted tea today, you'd be fucked up. You
Fuck
probably couldn't recover.
Oh God. I'd have the worst fucking headache possible. How much sugar is in these things?
Fuck yeah. What does it say?
There's like no facts on it, I don't think.
Oh, look at the Lamarita. Government warning.
Are you allowed to not have that information on things anymore?
The nutritional facts?
Yeah.
Damn, it's really not on here.
Okay, so I'm not blind.
No, it's not there. There's a barcode. Made with 15% recycled plastic.
Oh, now I got the government warning.
15% alcohol by volume.
That's pretty impressive, actually.
6.5 ounces.
Do you even see any kind of ingredient on here?
Malt beverage with natural flavors, FD&C yellow number 5, and certified color. Please drink responsibly.
So there is no sugar in these?
Made in the USA. It doesn't say.
That can't be right.
There has to be like,
Something has to make them sweet.
well, whatever box these come in must have it on there. And I'm not about to Google it because I don't care. That'll have it on there.
It should.
Because that doesn't say sugar-free or nothing.
Doesn't have any of the thing on there.
Jesus Christ. Alcohol has been... No wonder alcohol has been killing people for centuries.
Hey, guess what, dude?
It's not there.
Nope.
Of course not.
No carbonation, but it contains alcohol.
Well, it's fucking tea. I hope not.
There's nothing.
Man, alcohol companies got it figured out.
That thing's heavy as shit. No wonder that fucking dude got fucking murked out in that convenience store, that thing.
Smack me. Oh, this is 24 ounces? Jesus Christ.
I'm going to be real with you. Oh, what? You want to smack me? Go ahead. Smack me. You got yours, buddy. What a great fucking video.
Women should not drink alcoholic beverages during pregnancy because of the risk of birth defects. Consumption of alcoholic beverages impairs your ability to drive a car or operate machinery and may cause health problems. According to the Surgeon General, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, Sir, Twisted Tea is judgmental as fuck, dude.
Yeah, maybe don't fucking tell me how to live.
Yo, Twisted Tea, you don't know me.
Yeah, how about you fucking twist off?
Fucking hit it.
Go fucking twist.
Hit it.
Go fucking twist yourself.
Oh, Christ almighty. What do you got?
They're not going to be here too soon, but I'm psyched that we have a bunch of road pods coming up.
Tomorrow and Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of glad we're taking a break after Saturday's show.
Oh, musical break?
Yeah.
Is that what's happening because of Adam? I mean, not Adam. Goddamn Hal learning shit.
Yeah.
Still?
And we're going to come back with pretty much 90% new material in this set, which makes it normally makes the band members more excited.
Mm.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's not like we're one of those bands that, quote unquote, has to play the hits because we're not that well known. So we don't have to worry about that shit.
So what, will you like not even do like a Weaponized Brainstem song when you come back?
We'll keep one or two, I think. But I think once we have enough new material that we don't have to, probably not.
And probably retire it
Until
or
we start
whatever.
being in situations where we were supposed to play longer sets. But honestly, I think even metal, you should keep it under 30 and under.
30 and under always.
Because there's some, like the straight up metal shows we've gotten, some of them are like, they'll give you 45.
Headliner should get 45.
We're getting like 45 to play like second.
No.
Like we played with Mortician and Outer Heaven, and who the fuck was the other band? It's one of the bigger slam bands, the New York one. I forget who the fuck it was, but it was and it was in Philadelphia. But yeah, we're playing second, and we were given 45 minutes.
That's too much time.
Outer Heaven was right after us. Oh, No Reason to Live was on it. That's who it was. Outer Heaven, No Reason to Live, both were given an hour, and then Mortician was an hour and a half.
Jesus Christ.
No one took the allotted time.
The shit was over early.
No one took the allotted time. And they gave you like 30 minutes to set up. Everybody was like most of us had touched base with each other beforehand, so we were just bumming gear and shit like that.
When did it start? Fucking 5?
It was a weeknight. But it was like 6 bands. I wouldn't know. It might have been a Friday night, but it was like 6 bands. Gutter did it. It was actually, we got paid quite a bit. It was fucking ridiculous. Great reaction too. It's fucking insane.
I mean, as laughable as the name and some of the shows are, Gutter has put me on great shows before.
Fuck yeah, dude. He's a strange dude, but he's a real motherfucker, dude. He's a real guy, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like what you see is what you get. If you don't like it, he don't give a shit. He is not afraid to tell any fucking he doesn't bend the knee to anybody. He's not afraid to tell people they're corny, that they can go fuck themselves. He's just like, yo, I'm happy to be living in North Jersey, smoking weed every day, and listening to slam metal. Dude, I love just the meat and potatoes of the guy. Just like, yeah, I smoke weed, get forehead tattoos, and listen to slam. Like, fuck yeah, dude. I love people like that. They're just like
unapologetically themselves.
Just don't give a shit. Not in that corny way of like, you just don't give a fuck. Not that corny way, but just like, they're just going to do what they want to do. And they don't give a shit if anybody hates them for it.
They'd be doing that thing whether you're looking at them or not.
And he books some bangers.
Sometimes.
No, so most of even the shows where the bands are questionably bad, he still has good turnouts. So he has a fucking built-in group of people that just go to all his shows. So you're never going to be playing to nobody.
Yeah, that's worth it enough.
Yeah,
for that used to be worth it enough for me. Like, if we get an offer to play a show, I'm like, well, it is a such and such show, so there'll be people there. I'd be like, all right.
I mean, as awful as this sounds too, is some of the shows Iron Price would play, they were just really bad shows, right? But you knew there was going to be 150 kids there, and you're like, that's about 20 t-shirts we will sell. That's enough for a song in the next recording session or something like that, or we would make enough off of our guarantee and merch sales to either go to a good chunk towards recording or to get a brand new merch order in. So you kind of took them.
I think my first show with Drowse was at the Burners in Bethlehem. And I was
I don't think I know that venue.
And I was like, Bethlehem? There'll be nothing but fucking freaks there.
Yeah.
We to my surprise, we fit with some of the bands on the bill, not all of them, but some of the bands I was like, I've heard of that band for real. And I was like, but same thing. There was there was probably 120 kids there at this upstairs fucking venue in Bethlehem, and I was like, well, that show was great. I'll play here anytime.
Yeah, and another thing about those quote unquote freaks, a lot of them, they'll be open to any type of band that comes on that stage.
Yeah, it's true.
So even if like
their
Drowse,
stage,
even if Drowse didn't fit on that show,
we
they
fit.
would still watch your entire set, and they would be excited to see your band, even if they never heard of you. So
a lot of the Freaky Kids had heard of Drowse before. I was the fish out of water because it was my first show with the band. And
I thought you were the first drummer.
no, I was the 6th drummer of that band.
Why would people not want to play drums in a band with Wyatt?
Wyatt was he was the second newest member behind me. It was always Evan and Mikey and a couple others. Like a couple of the drummers like straight couldn't keep up with the music. Like
I mean, not to be a dick, it wasn't the most technical music. What was their problem?
Not good. Like the guy I replaced is this dude named Dylan from like the Lehigh Valley or something.
No one named Dylan does anything good.
And I saw them. I went to the Drowse show at the Kung Fu. It was Kung Fu Necktie upstairs, and they had just ended their set, and he didn't do very well. Like he missed a couple cues. He started the wrong song one time, and
Nice.
and watching Mikey get mad at his bandmates is so funny because he turns around and has the shittiest look, like it's priceless.
I have a bad one too.
I love the shitty look, but them three came down the stair. I was outside. I was parked on the street, and Wyatt or Mikey were parked in front of me on Front Street, like across the street from the venue, and they were like, "Yes, like last show, something drummer. Like we're not gonna find a new drummer, like." Because they had just kicked Dylan out after that show because it went so poorly. And they were like, don't know what we're going to do. We're going to need a drummer. And I was like, yo, Mikey, what's up? Because I knew Mikey, but not Evan so much and not Wyatt at all. And I was like, what, do you guys like need a drummer or something? And Mikey was like, yeah, we need another drummer. And I was like, what happened? Like, it's like, I saw the set. Like, was it that bad? And he was like, "Yeah, man, I've had it up to here with this." And I was like, "I'll do it." And Evan was like, "Oh, cool." And Mikey was like, "Are you serious? You're serious about this?" Like, "Yeah, I'll do it. I can easily learn those songs." And Wyatt goes, "Is this happening right now?" And I was like,
I refuse to believe that guy got excited about anything.
and I was like, "When's practice? Where is it?" And I'll be there. And I was the following week learning shit.
You know what's the worst thing about playing a bad set?
Oh, all of it.
Here's the worst thing. Maybe it's just for me, but it also used to drive Matt nuts too. When you play like utter shit, like the band just like everybody just stinks that night. They're just bad across the board. And then someone comes up to you and says, "Yo, you guys were the fucking shit."
Oh,
You're just like, "Ah, damn it.
do not compliment me right now. Let me
God
wallow.
damn it."
Let me wallow in peace.
God damn it. Because all that goes through my mind is like, if you had seen us when we were all firing on all cylinders.
Fuck
God
it.
damn it.
Practice. See me at practice when I'm nailing
God
it.
damn it.
Yeah, we ramble for 30 minutes between each song, but we did great at practice.
Oh, fucking Christ, dude. And the one thing that used to fucking drive Matt nuts is there's shows we did poorly in Iron Price. And Travis, our drummer, also, I think he's a patron too. But he used to always go up to Matt like, "Oh, it wasn't that bad."
Oh, Mr. fucking Positivity.
And it did, like, for me, I was just like, "No, we sucked, whatever."
I was that
But
guy
that
too sometimes.
type of thing would drive Matt up a fucking wall. I remember we were on a tour once and we ate our dicks. I think it was in North Carolina, maybe. And we were just, all of us were bad. Like, no one could hear each other. The drums were moving because, like, it was on the floor and it was just sliding everywhere. And Travis had bought this miniature drum set because he was tired of carrying his full-size drum set around.
Oh, man.
And I'm not saying miniature as in less drums. I'm saying smaller drums. So even
I know the way.
if he was playing well, you couldn't fucking hear him, and he refused to listen to any of us. We're like, "Look, you can't keep bringing that to shows. It's no. But Matt was so fucking pissed. He just walked up. There was like the garage to the venue was like it was like a drive-in garage, but it was next to the venue. He just walked around the corner, and I see Travis just walking over there like, do. I'm like, Travis, don't go over there. Don't do it. Don't do it. And Travis like, what? I'm like, just leave him alone. Just leave him alone.
Stay.
No, he'll be fine. And he goes around the corner. 2 seconds later, Matt comes out from there, and he comes up to me, and he goes, tell that motherfucker to stay the fuck away from me right now. And it's Travis is following right behind him, all smiling like a fucking ass. And as soon as he walks past me, I put my hand on. It's just like, I'm like, Travis, don't. Just stay right here with me. Just stay right here. Do not go near Matt. Give him a good hour and a half, 2 hours, and then do it. But don't do it right now.
Yeah, do not engage him.
Matt's not a fucking like a violent person.
No, he's very calm and
But yeah,
stoic.
when it's time for you to fucking, stay away, he's like, tell that motherfucker to stay the fuck away from me right now. And his eyes were just like wide as shit. I'm like, gotcha. And I was just like, Travis, I'm telling you, just stay away from him. But it wasn't that. Like, I know.
I don't care.
I know what you think. I know what you think. And I know your opinion on the set. But it's not going to change what he's thinking right now. So just leave it alone. Let him calm down.
Yeah, it's not important right now.
It's like, just fucking stop, dude.
I was that guy sometimes, but I took bad sets hard.
Same. Because, like, the funny thing is like, we had this curse that if we played to, like, 10 people in the middle of nowhere and nobody was interested in our set, we would just be phenomenal. We were just fucking just outstanding. You put us in front of, like, I don't know, a couple hundo, and people were really excited to see us, and we would just eat our fucking ball sacks and just like, God damn it, dude. Luckily, the few fests we did, we normally did well. But sometimes, like, we would get on, like, a show with, like, just like a normal, like, 4 or 5 band show with, like, a really good, like, other bands on it. We were just, for some reason,
A show you're excited about.
playing.
You're always excited for those.
excited to, like, play who you're playing with, and you would just sit up and you would just go up there and eat dicks.
It's always the
God
shows I'm looking
damn it.
forward to, too.
And it was, like, normally the same people's faults most of the time, but and that time, like, I was mad, of course, but, like, you're also like, well, what do you expect? Because we just keep letting these people get away with this shit.
Yeah.
And this isn't just Iron Price. This is every band. But when it's you and you're the one that fucked up, there's
Unforgivable.
no worse feeling.
It's bad.
Where you have no one to fucking yell at but your own stupid self. You're like, God damn it.
I forgot my drum rug. My kick drum was sliding all over the place.
Right.
I couldn't stop breaking sticks.
Yeah.
I dropped it at this part. Whatever. Bullshit. There's bullshit.
You nailed the song the night before, but for some reason the night after you forget half the words. You're like, the fuck? Like, God damn it.
Like I couldn't uncross my hands at the right time
Yeah.
or something.
I came in too early because, because Travis wouldn't do the 4 count. So it's like, fuck me. I mean, actually at a point in time where, like, you shouldn't need the 4 count if you've been a band that long enough. You should be able to know.
Yeah, muscle memory and shit.
Yeah, but for some reason, if the song immediately starts with vocals, I need a 4 count that I can definitely hear. And Travis had that really loud snare. So I was like, look, if the song starts with vocals, 4 count goes on the snare. If it's just a regular song, do it on any cymbal you want. I don't give a shit because I can follow the bass and guitars into when I start. But sometimes I just wouldn't hear him because he just didn't do it or something. I was like, fuck me. And that would throw you off for the rest of the song. So the rest of the song, you're trying to play catch up. So you either put the wrong words in the wrong spots or you just leave them out entirely. And you're just like, fuck. God damn it.
That's
dude.
a struggle I'll never understand.
And you feel like such a piece of shit when someone's like, oh, you guys were fucking sick. You're like, no, we weren't.
It feels really bad to not take a compliment too.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that until way later in life because I'm bad at taking
Oh,
compliments.
same. It's funny because like we just had the Fixed Dennis episode. And I'm like, I would like a compliment every once in a while because I never get them from people I genuinely want compliments from. Like my parents or something like that.
Friends.
But normally, like even like but like people like just at like showgoers and stuff, and they're like, "Yo, you were sick." Like I instantly want to hand them a free piece of merch. Just because I feel like, okay, I guess it means I owe you something. Here, take this T-shirt, take this tape, or something. It's like,
I immediately just like, no, you're just wrong. Like
shut up, pussy.
you're mistaken. You have me mistaken with a better band.
Are you tarded?
Yeah,
Did
stop
Did you hear something different?
stop speaking immediately.
I used to be one of those guys like, yeah, whatever. Just like, you guys are awesome. I know.
Or I'd be like, I would do the classic. Yeah, I bet.
I forget who the fuck was it. They used to like someone was like, "Yo, you guys were fucking great last night, tonight," and they just were like, "Yeah, obviously." I forget who the fuck used to do that. It used to crack me the fuck up because the person, he's not a cocky person. He just did it because it was funny. God damn it, it's fucking. God damn, it's gonna bug me the rest of the day.
Well,
Yeah,
I'll end on a story like that.
go ahead.
John Mayer, the guitar player.
Yeah,
He when he was a teenager, he was in a blues guitar competition, and I only know this to be true because the person who told the story was there. He experienced it. His friend competed in the same contest. John Mayer won by leaps and bounds,
right.
and I think he was like 15 or some shit, maybe 16. And he gets off stage, and the guy's friend is like seeing him in passing. He was like, "Yo, that was a fucking great set." And John Mayer didn't break stride. He just goes, "Thanks, I know." And now he's John Mayer. So it's like, was he right? Probably, but that's hilarious.
It's just funny. Yeah, some because this was Dead and Barry era, so I know it was just some really shitty like mosh band we were playing with, and just someone we play with a lot because I always heard him do it. It's like, yeah, obviously. Who the fuck? God, it's gonna bug me for a while. Those guys are gonna be here soon, so we should probably wrap up.
Yeah, you know.
Thanks for listening. We got Road Pods coming up.
Shout out Stephen Greathouse again.
Yeah.
We need more. We have fucking sick ass patrons. We're
We
getting a written review from Kels too. Kelsey, our newest patron, got her case of Rap Snacks recently, and she's giving us a review, full review of all her flavors too.
Damn. Hopefully they help her grow above 4'2". Jesus Christ.
She's the one who made a joke one time. She's like, "Yeah, try being the size of a 10-year-old," and I was like, "Wow, that's
It's not even exaggerating.
I know. It's like
I want to carry her around in a baby Bjorn.
She's asked me to do that many times.
That's a fetish.
I don't think so.
Uncle Tom. Sure.
Oh,
Sure.
sure.
Let me show you how we start life. Push back a little.
Goodbye.